Hello, children. This is the sexiest person you know introducing the show this week. That's right. It's Chef from South Park. Why am I here introducing the show? Because it's the middle of February.
Right.
It's almost time for the sexiest day of the year. No, I'm not talking about Valentine's Day. I'm talking about February 11th. It's the day my woman lets me put it in her butthole.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So enjoy this week's episode of Funny Stories with Ocean.
Yeah. Tom gets to put it in the butthole.
Hey,
Excited
Tom.
about this time. Are you going to tape it or what's going on? Are you going to tape the butthole session? Women, I've been finding out women lately. Well, welcome to Funny Stories with Ocean.
You asked a question and didn't even
I'm going to get back to it. I'm your host, Ocean Glapion. As always, to my left, Krissy Go Bang, my co-host. Give it
What's up, you guys?
Good.
Hey.
All right, so I've been finding that girls recently are like, they don't want to get fucked in the ass. And I'm like, what's going on?
What do you mean recently?
Wow.
Yeah, recently, like girls that I've recently been trying to fuck in the ass, they've been like, no.
I will say, you don't like, maybe it's you, Ocean, because there's certain niggas that can't fuck you in the ass. Like, you got to be real special. Maybe you're just like a.
Oh, maybe,
Are you special to these girls?
It's big to me.
No, not big. I mean,
okay.
like, special. Like, are you whining and dining? Like, here's the thing. You gotta treat me right. I need some Gucci bags and shit like that
Before you do the ass.
No, I mean, I just fucking the ass all the time.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Most girls, you're gonna have to do a little bit more. You're gonna have to be special. You have to make yourself stand out.
Okay, is that what it is? No,
Yeah.
these girls be out here getting smashed in the ass.
And
then
they won't let you do it.
And then they get to me and they feel like I'm relationship dude. And so they's like, oh no. I went out with a girl
They're doing it
recently.
wrong.
No, I went out with a girl recently and she was like in like some, lifestyle thing used to be. And then I'm like, okay, well.
She was in the lifestyle?
You know the lifestyle where
Yeah,
they do the
Swingers. Yeah.
which I
Okay.
didn't
They
really
call it
know
the
about.
lifestyle.
And then she don't want to do it with
And then I'm like, well, what about, how do you feel? What won't you do sexually? And she's like, I'll do everything but fucking ass. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? You doing all kind of shit. Let motherfuckers fuck you watching. And then that's the only thing you don't want to do? I don't know what's going on right now. We started this off weird. It was just we happened to be, but we were having stories before
We were
the
having
show,
stories,
so
and they've carried over.
carried over into.
They've carried over. People are like, wait, I just tuned in. And these guys are talking about fucking in the ass.
If this is somebody's first episode, it's a weird ass first episode.
Weird-ass start, yeah.
Right. But we have such great times behind the scenes that it just carries on to the show. How are you this week? How was your week?
I've had a crazy ass week actually, but I'm good.
You good?
I'm excited for Valentine's Day.
Are you?
I'm gonna let some random nigga fuck me in the ass.
Can it be
It ain't
either
gotta be
me
random.
or
It
Tom?
ain't gotta be random.
It don't have to be random. It's best for people that you know to do this.
I have no Valentine.
Tom, do you want to flip a quarter over here so we can? I'll take tails. Tails always wins.
Fine, I got a two-headed coin, so that works for me. You can have tails.
I have no Valentine, so if you're watching this show, guys, DM me your best picture in your gray sweatpants, and I'm gonna pick one of you and let you nut all inside of my tight little asshole.
Okay, so what is or is that type of show? You're here.
But let me ask you something. Is it recently, like the last few months? Because I feel like as a woman, like reality has already been hard. I can take a guy fucking me in the ass.
Exactly.
That is on some COVID
Why not?
shit.
Congress has been doing it for the last 4 years.
This is true. This is very true. So, all right. Well, we know how it is. We start off with our entertainment section. We'll get to it. So, Tom, can we get that music for our great entertainment news aster, Krissy Go Bang?
Who's that fine sister with the news? It's Krissy. It's Krissy. Who's that fine sister with that ass? It's Krissy. It's Krissy. News Aster.
Yes.
Or if you didn't know that is Tom made that song.
It's an
for her.
original.
It's an original song.
Yes.
Yeah, so love it. If you stick around maybe a couple of times, you'll get a song made for you from Tom. Tom is good at that. And all right, our
Time
first
out. After Tom fucks me in the ass, I need a whole album.
That's right.
I'm gonna need a whole original ass
Girl,
album.
you're gonna have a whole catalog.
You have a catalog. Hey.
The Beatles are gonna be like, what the fuck?
It just happened.
How did he
Yes.
write 90 songs in 2 days?
All right, Krissy, it's on you. What's the
have
first
some-
question?
let's have some
cheers.
Truly.
Oh yeah, let's go. Our sponsor this week is Truly. This is the new one. This is the iced tea. What do you think of that?
Oh, shit is good.
It's good.
It's truly good.
It's truly good. And I have Smirnoff Smash. This is the blue raspberry because I was wearing blue today and I was like, I need to wear it. So it's blueberry, it's blue raspberry and blackberry. But I heard these are good.
That's good.
I got fucked up the other night on shots of vodka and Truly. You will get fucked up.
Ocean's a lightweight, so he gets
I am.
fucked up pretty easy.
I am. All right. It's on you. Let's go.
All right,
First
let's
question.
go. Kardashians.
Uh-huh.
Kim. So Northwest painted this picture, right?
Uh-huh.
Everybody went crazy saying North didn't paint it, criticizing them. So Kim Kardashian was like blasting all the critics, saying like, what gives them the right to say that her 7-year-old didn't paint the picture, right?
Right.
My question is criticizing a 7-year-old child out of bounds?
Well, not really. And yes, both. I'd say both. One, who's really the critics is just people on Twitter talking
Just
shit.
random people
just
talking
random
shit.
So does that really matter? You know, they talk shit about you
Right.
all the time anyway. And then secondly, if you're putting your kids' amazing picture out here, have you seen the picture?
I saw the picture and I was like, wait, North painted that shit?
Exactly. And so that's how it goes. It goes just like that. You put it out, you see it, you go, did North paint that shit, motherfucker? Like, you know what I mean? That's how it goes.
And the critics, like, it's not even like they were like bad mouthing North. They were really just posting like pictures of like the Mona Lisa, like
Right.
by Northwest and stuff
Right.
like that. It's not even as bad as she's making it out.
Kim is too famous and too rich and too beautiful and too much of a big ass to be worried about what people are saying about her and her kids. Like,
Right.
just roll. Like, stop trumping. Like, you should just roll with whatever
Roll
is
with it.
going on.
The picture's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
If North painted that, geez.
But I don't have a problem, and I think North painted it. I mean, they're super rich.
That's
so
right.
if she started fucking up, and she told the teacher, "Bitch, I want to do it again," they'll do it again until it's right, right?
you
So
know-
it's not like
Kim did say that North and I guess one of her friends were taking these professional oil painting classes. So it could very well be that North is a baby genius.
yes.
She painted that shit.
Have you seen how like progressive North is? She's not just like a regular kid. She's just out there. She's, you know what I mean. So she's probably, you know, she's rich. She knows she's rich at 7.
She's rich, but I still question as well. The picture is quite intricate
It is
for
good.
a 7-year-old.
What did
I'm
she
like,
paint? What was
she
the picture?
painted. It's like this scenic picture. You gotta
Mountains.
see
Painted a
it.
scenic
Mountains
picture?
and
That's a
crazy.
lot of
water
detail.
and
It's
like
a lot of details.
it's a lot of.
So when you
details.
first initially
On
see
some
it,
Bob Ross shit.
yeah,
Yes.
Like, you know, when he used to.
yes.
yes. So that's
You
what
gotta
it is.
see
My
picture.
sister painted Bob Ross. It's really easy. Like, you see a few tutorials, and a 7-year-old can do that.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really like listen, and that was just like Bob Ross. My dad put in the video set when we were
Yes.
younger. Like Kim Kardashian probably like resurrected Bob Ross. Or some shit.
She goes, hi, honey. Yes. Look what we've got
We
for
gave
you.
him some NAD shots, and he's alive now for you.
Yes, that's true.
So our guest is chiming in. I just want everybody to know when you hear a random voice, that's or she is going to be our guest telling a story today. So I just wanted to say that because people are going to be like, who the fuck is that? And that voice. All right, next
All right,
one.
next. TikTok star Tessica Brown used Gorilla Glue to hold her hair down. My question is, have people always been this stupid? Like, just getting all of these likes, or is social media encouraging them to be even stupider?
I understand that question, but I have another answer. I want to answer, and I want to say, why do you have to set us back? I just want to know.
Right.
Like, come on.
Right.
When you come, I'm talking to you. What's her name?
Tessica Brown.
Tessica Brown, you setting black people back.
Setting us back.
Whenever
We
we
smarter
see
than
white
this.
people doing bullshit, we sit in the house and be like,
That's some
some
white people shit.
Now it's gonna be that's some black people shit.
That's
'cause
some
of your
black people
dumb
shit.
Ass. What the fuck made her spray her hair
With Gorilla Glue?
That whole
Sis.
cement together.
Sis.
I want to know what I want to know her actual thought pattern.
All I know is when the world is over,
Okay.
there's going to be roaches and her edges glued down to her head like that. I don't know why she
Hilarious.
did it. I don't know why she did it, but sis.
Yeah. That was the worst decision you ever could have made. And like, have you seen like the videos and stuff of her? Like, cause they flew her out. This guy who's like a guru of getting shit out like that. I don't
Yeah.
even know what it costs. It's a $12,000 procedure, but he flew her out.
Yeah.
He's paying for it, and he's getting it out. They finally was able to cut her wig off or the ponytail.
Ponytail.
But every picture, she just looks so black girl irritated. She just like, motherfucker. And it's like, bitch, you did it. Not nobody else. You did it
My
to yourself.
favorite picture is the one with the nurse, and the nurse is holding her heart like, oh, stupid bitch. But you know what's crazy is now she's hired a lawyer
Yeah.
and she's suing Gorilla Glue. And it was so funny. This guy posted on social media. He was like talking to the lawyer like, what bar did you pass? Because if you pass the bar, we need to raise the bar a little bit higher. Because it just makes no sense that now you're going after them and suing them because you did some dumb shit.
And it clearly says what it's for. It nowhere on there did it say you're supposed to spray this on your hair. I
Right.
just don't understand what her thought pattern was. Now you put us in the category with white people, girl, and I'm upset about this.
Hey, but
It's
I will
now
say-
black people shit.
Now it's black people shit.
Look,
But
look at these motherfuckers.
but-
black people.
let's see what happens with this case, because if she gets some millions before they change the packaging, my ass is about to cut me through Gorilla Glue head to toe. Pay me, bitch. Pay me.
Next question.
All right. The
That's
app
funny.
Robinhood is being sued by the parents of a 20-year-old trader, Alex Kearns.
Okay.
So what happened is Robinhood had showed that he had $750,000 worth of debt, right?
Mm-hmm.
He tried calling Robinhood 3 times, couldn't get through to anybody, commits suicide. My question is, do the parents have a legitimate case against the trading app?
Again, so this is some white people shit. Like, I've been in debt before.
Yeah.
I'm not killing myself. So
Me neither.
I would have had to figure that shit out. Y'all would have been just like, well, fuck it. Hey, it's what it is. But I think they're gonna give him some money.
I think they are going to get some money. Personally, I would have looked at that shit and been like, $750,000? You ain't never getting that shit.
Wait. Was this the kid who was trading on options and he didn't know what he was doing?
Yes.
Well, then fuck him.
Exactly.
Because if you're going to trade with, like, that's not an easy thing to do.
No.
Right.
And if you're just throwing money around and you fuck up trading options, then you lost $750,000
Yeah.
and fuck you.
How
Yeah.
old is this kid?
20.
He was 20 years old, college student.
But no, so they couldn't have done it because when you log into Robinhood, I have a Robinhood. They ask
Okay,
you for
look.
your social security. Like they need to make sure you're above age.
What's
so
the
I don't know
age?
what's I think 20.
I think it's 18.
Oh, it's not 21.
No, it's
it is
18.
18.
So, but
Shit.
my thing is, again, they made a mistake. It wasn't on him.
Wait, did they make the mistake?
made
They made a
mistake.
mistake.
How did they make the mistake?
I didn't
I
read
don't
that
think-
much into the article.
Yeah,
and then
I don't
her
think
question.
he really.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. It's your question. I just looked at it and said that's some white people shit and moved on.
Listen, the question is, did he really have this $750,000 worth of debt? I'm saying Robinhood should pay up anyway, just because of the fuck shit that they did with GameStop and all
Yeah.
that type
Yep.
of stuff.
Okay.
I hope the parents get every dollar worth of Robinhood's
But
money.
that's different. That's two totally separate
Okay,
things.
so
Like
here's
if
the
this
thing,
kid
Tom.
fucked up and if it wasn't on something on Robinhood's end, okay, and I don't have Robinhood, I don't use them. I
Right.
use
You only buying websites on this motherfucker.
Yes.
All right, cool.
now if he fucked up as an investor and he put his money into something and didn't know what he was doing and then lost that, that's on him.
Right.
That is on him. Now, if they fucked up and it was their computers or somebody typed a code in wrong, they're like, oh, you're in debt $75.
Right.
And it's showing up at 7, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
But if this 20-year-old was fucking around with money
Yeah.
because he watched Trading Places with
Right.
fucking Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
and thought he was going to sell some orange futures and fucked up. That's on him.
But it's not because so the story is that they made the mistake.
I think they made
it's
the
not
mistake.
he made the mistake.
Okay, if they made the mistake,
So
it's on them.
information guy Tom, I want to know just really brief shortly, what is going on with the trading thing? What was that about?
Okay, so this is what happened with GameStop and
Okay.
AMC and those stocks, all right? So do you know what shorting a stock means?
No.
Okay, so an investment group or a hedge fund, bunch of old white guys with a lot of money.
Right.
They look at a company like GameStop and they go, they borrow stock. Say you own 100 shares of GameStop, okay?
Uh-huh.
Krissy goes, I'm going to borrow that 100 shares from you.
I ain't
And
giving that shit back though.
Well, this is how shorting a stock works.
Okay.
You own 100 shares at $1 a piece. That's $100.
Right.
She borrows them for $100 a piece, right?
Okay.
Then she sells them to me, knowing that the stock is going to go down. So she borrowed them from you for 100, sells them to me for 125. The stock goes down to $50.
Right.
Now the difference that she makes on that stock goes to her. She gives you back your original $100, and now she made a profit,
And you're fucked.
and I'm fucked.
Oh wow.
Now that's what hedge funds do
Right.
to stocks, all right? So hedge funds get together and go, all right, we're gonna buy up all these stocks. We're gonna borrow these stocks. We're gonna sell them to these other motherfuckers. So when the price drops, we make the money.
Right.
Well, the people on Reddit, on that Reddit forum, went, oh no.
Fuck this.
We're gonna make the stock price go up. So instead of the stock price going down,
it went up.
it went up. So now these hedge funds that spent $1 billion,
We're losing.
they have to buy the stock back. But the guys that were buying GameStop were like, we're not going to sell it to you. So the price just kept going up.
Oh, wow.
And it can go up infinitely. If they don't sell it, then they don't fucking sell it. But the guys that borrowed the stock, Krissy, who borrowed the stock from you, she's got to get it back
to
because
give it
she's
back.
got to give it back to you. So at some point, she's going to have to buy.
Yeah.
And if the stock price keeps going up, instead of her making $50,
Yeah.
she's gonna lose $200.
Wow.
So
But that price can go up infinitely.
Wow.
So basically, the character that is Krissy gets fucked in the ass with no Vaseline
Okay.
in that scenario.
So what Reddit did, or what Robinhood did, was they said, okay, you can't buy more than 5 shares or 10 shares of this stock. You can sell your shares, but you can't buy it because the more they buy, the more the price goes up, the more the hedge funds get fucked.
Which is market manipulation,
Right.
Which is illegal, but it's only illegal because the small people do it. When the hedge fund people do it, that's
it's-
fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's fine.
Right.
And this
But-
is like the big, because Robinhood essentially is take from the rich and give to the poor.
Right.
And when he had the chance to do that, they shut it down.
Yep.
But the thing they're showing by doing that is how easily the market is manipulated.
Right.
Because GameStop as a company, they're not worth,
The amount of money.
because there's the financials and the basics, it's not there.
Okay, so here's the last question we got, and we move on. How did they decide that they were going to use GameStop or whatever? How did they get together to decide that?
Because they were looking at the analytics of these hedge funds and seeing who they were shorting.
Okay.
So the hedge funds were shorting all these companies. They were shorting AMC. They were shorting GameStop. They were shorting like a bunch of brick and mortar stores, places they think are like Pier 1.
Right.
Places they think are going to go out of business, so their stock isn't going to be worth much.
Right.
So those Reddit guys were like, oh, these are the stocks that they're shorting. These are the stocks that they're borrowing to sell to other people. Well, we're just going to buy those fucking stocks and then raise the price.
Nice.
And the thing is, the old rich white guys do that shit, but they do it on the DL.
Right.
So it's the same thing. It's just happening in public on a fucking public forum.
Right.
That's the only
And then
difference.
all the people that bought it and went up, they made money.
They made a fuck ton of money.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great thing. All right, last question.
Last question.
Yeah.
The movie The Best Man is being made by NBC into a limited series with the original cast, with the original cast members for the Peacock streaming service. My question is, When are we gonna stop remaking great classics?
When everybody and all the executives are stop being scared to do new ideas.
I need y'all to be more creative.
Yeah.
Like Disney was doing it, fucking up the Lion King.
Yeah,
and shit
fucked
like
up
that.
the Lion King.
I
Now
remember-
my son thinks the newer Lion King is the better Lion
No.
King. I'm like, what the fuck are you
fucked up
talking about?
Lion King. You fucked up Milan.
What's the name? Scar doesn't even look like a real Scar. I'm like,
Yeah.
where? I like that cartoon one. He looked like fucking like he
Right.
evil.
Right.
This
I remember
other
they
one was just a
remade-
regular lion. I'm like, what the fuck? Can't even tell the difference.
Yeah. No.
And then how you gonna have an animated series or the series? I'm sorry. I
It's okay.
get emotional.
I see you
about
passionate
Lion King.
about Simba and Nala and
Yeah.
shit.
How are you gonna have one without Whoopi Goldberg? That's what I was so pissed about. She wasn't in the whatever
Remake,
that
yeah.
remake. It's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I love The Best Man. I love the second one that they did.
Yes.
I feel like we might be taking this shit a little bit too far. Like nothing's original nowadays.
And here's the
I wanna see
fucked up
some new
part.
shit.
Here's the fucked up part. The girl died, so she doesn't even
She
get
doesn't
the
even
money.
get to be in it. Right. I was traumatized when she died. So there was no reason to kill her.
Oh no, I was yeah, I cried in that. Speaking
all
of
the time.
crying,
Ocean's real
I
sensitive.
am sensitive. But speaking of crying, I cried. Have you seen Justin Timberlake's new movie?
Shit,
on,
no.
oh man.
It's
it bad?
called Information Guy. Do you know the name of it? It's called
Yeah, I just watched a trailer for this the other day.
it's called something, but it's amazing and it's dope. And I cried. And Justin Timberlake should stop singing, and he should just be an actor.
My last thought is going to be I watched Framing Britney Spears.
Uh-huh.
So I'm kind of pissed off with Justin Timberlake right
Palmer.
now. I don't fuck with
Palmer.
him right now.
Palmer is a
Fuck you,
great
Justin
movie.
Timberlake.
I heard
Free
it's
Britney.
amazing.
It's
it on
amazing.
Netflix?
No,
What's
it's
it
on
on?
Apple.
Yeah, Apple TV, Apple
it's
Plus.
amazing.
Yeah.
I cried.
Every
a lot.
person who's seen it is like and I haven't had time to watch it, but
Oh,
I heard it's
Is
that good?
fucking.
Justin
Is it
Tim-
like a musical?
No, it is a
He's
drama.
not. He's not singing.
Oh, it's
It
like
is-
a proper film.
It's
It's
a
a
film. It's a film.
straight
You know he's a
drama.
really good actor. If you've ever seen him in The Facebook, it was called The Facebook,
Yeah,
right?
he was-
No, it's
he
called
was-
Social
Never
Network.
saw
Oh,
that.
Social Network. It was so good.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a really good actor.
He's a really good actor.
Have I told you why I hate him?
Because he's so
Because
handsome,
he
right?
fucked up Britney Spears?
No, because he's just beautiful to look
Yeah,
at. I got
he's
lost in his
beautiful.
eyes.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
just
Britney Spears' dad fucked up Britney Spears.
Britney Spears' dad fucked her up too. Like, I mean, we're gonna have to talk about that next week.
Justin, I
because
don't hate you.
I was in my feelings about. I was in my feelings about the Britney doc. You know how I feel about her. When she
Yeah,
was
you
doing that
do.
one
You do
dance.
feel great. All right, well, that is the end of the entertainment section with Krissy Gobay.
Bye,
Give it up
y'all.
for Krissy Gobay. All right, let's let everybody see your outfit like we normally do. Looking all good and sexy.
It's cold.
It's cold, but it's look great and sexy. All right, it's that time. Coming to the seat with funny stories with Ocean. This is an actress, comedian, very, very talented, very, very funny. You can see her all across the country when we open back up. But I need everybody to start clapping right now. Everybody start clapping when she's going to come in. Put your hands together for Ori, y'all. Make some noise. What's up, baby girl? Oh, look at you.
You gotta show the kicks. You
Yeah,
gotta
show the
show
kicks, the
kicks.
outfit.
The kicks are so fresh.
It has a
So
wing and
fresh.
everything. Look at that shit.
So
Look
how
at
did
that
you, what you said? You were telling us off camera about those shoes.
The Jeremy Scotts.
Okay.
Yeah, a friend of mine actually. I wore them because I just thought the different ones because I thought they were dope. And it was like, are these Jeremy Scotts? I was like, I don't know. I just thought they were dope. And then I went into the Jeremy Scott hole. He has his whole line with Adidas, and he just designed Adidas. I love that shit. And this is what saves me. And there's no shows and there's COVID. And I was
Yeah.
like, let me just get some more shoes.
Yeah. You are actually probably the best dressed female comedian there is out there.
Oh,
Every
damn.
time I see you, you always are
my God.
dressed nice and well. You know what? I also have.
That's what I'm saying. Fresh.
Let me tell you what I also have.
Please
I
continue.
can yes, I can tell you what the shoes and everything. His
Yeah.
also is amazing too, and I've never told you this, but you also have a nice, beautiful ass, and you just hide it all the time. Why is this?
Can I see it?
No, it's just,
wanna see it?
She's
She's gonna see it. I'm not gonna show you.
Exactly. She has a nice ass.
Oh,
I've seen it. Yeah, it's great. And she just never shows it ever. Look, she has this long ass thing on. Why is that?
Because y'all be stressing her out, giving her
Stressing
problems.
out, yeah.
I'm not as stressed out. Listen, honey, I'm from the Middle East. I don't get easily stressed out.
They ain't chopping nobody's hands off.
I'm in California. I remember, like, after 1 week, I was like, America, man.
Absolutely.
California's chill.
Exactly. This ain't shit, huh?
You know, in the beginning, I remember, like, when in the, like, my first few, like, earthquakes here, like, there was the first earthquake. I woke up, I was like, the rockets. Like, I still had, like, PTSD. I thought, like, somebody else. No, it's just the earthquake. It's fine.
Just the earthquake.
It's fine.
So you're Middle Eastern, what part?
Israel, Tel Aviv, born and raised.
Do you live in Glendale?
Fuck, what?
You know, all Middle Easterns live in Glendale.
Really?
What you
No.
know this? You don't know this?
No.
You're thinking Armenians.
Armenians.
It's still
live in
Middle
Glendale.
Eastern.
We don't all look alike.
I
Ocean.
didn't say you look alike. I said Middle Eastern. It's still part of the Middle East, right?
Right.
That's all I said.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. A lot of people sometimes ask me, "Do you live in the Valley?" A lot of Israelis in the Valley. Like the people that I hang out the most are comedians or musicians or artists. So it has really nothing. It's not like I go and all I do is just hang out with Israelis all day. I just hang out with like-minded people.
Right.
So I'm with comedians all day. So I'll hang up all over LA.
Yeah. So okay. So my favorite thing you do on Instagram is your Sleep Sundays or what is
The
that?
Sundays video. Oh
Sunday
my God.
videos. We still have to do the one with Dion that we
When
said
are we
that
doing
we're
it?
when Dion is
he
like Krissy. He is so scared of COVID, so we can't get him out the house. And we had him one time to do this show, and some things happened, and then now he's just refusing. He refuses to leave the house. So once
We can do something creative.
Yeah, we can do
something creative.
We can get real creative.
We
with
can.
it.
We all of us should do it. But listen,
I got real listen, I was yesterday. I was invited, like, some friends of mine, like, they were jamming in Lake Balboa. And I didn't even realize. I was like, oh my God, you're the girl from the Sunday videos. And they recognized me. And every time people recognize me, it's still, like, surprising to me. I was like, what the hell?
So
like,
tell
oh
our
my God, they're so
viewers,
awesome.
what's the Sunday videos? What is it? What is it actually?
I
And
basically...
it's a great thing. I love it.
I basically just every Sunday morning, well, not every Sunday, but most Sundays, I just wake up in a different place.
Yes.
And the camera pans from, like, a very close up on my face, and the further the camera goes, the more you see a story.
Yes, and it's so great because you always wake up the same. She wakes up like this. And she's like just walking around like, and I just love. And you get random people to film it for you. Are you with people? It's so random and different stuff.
So yeah, I'll get random people. Usually it's either the person that I'm with, but I also had, like, a few, like, suggestions of, like, directors wanted to film it. I was like, yeah, I have, like, one director in Italian Montecito. She shot one of them, like, in this huge, fabulous church, and I won't tell you anything else. You have to just wait till I release it.
Right.
But yeah, and then some people, like, when I was in the jam center, it was like, oh my God, can we just can we shoot one? Let's just, like, cover you with ducks or some shit. Like, I've got some sandwiches. Like, maybe the ducks will shit on your face. That would be hilarious. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
When people tell you stuff that's not funny, how do you get out of it? What do you say? What do you do?
I actually did it. I was like, all right.
You didn't think it was funny enough. You're like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Because the thing is with these Sundays is, like, every time I try to, like, plan one and, like, do like you know, like, a proper pre-production, like, we're gonna go to this location, we have these actors, like, nothing fucking works. The only way it works is if you live in the moment and you just do it, and whoever's with you is shooting you. And I think that's really the premise of what I'm trying to, you know, give people with these Sundays to understand that sometimes you have to live in the moment, and we're human, and we sometimes we fuck up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like it, especially putting that on Instagram to show people, like, yeah, you know, this is what happened.
That's the best thing on the internet. I love it. I watch it all the time, and I go back and watch the other ones. Like, there was one you had recently where you were out on a boat or something like that, and you woke up and this dude was like, he was telling you to.
He was cursing me in Arabic, actually.
It's just great. Just go to.
We were in Tel Aviv in Akko, and I was with my ex-boyfriend, and there was this guy, and he had all these boats, and I was like, the best thing about these videos is convincing these people and
to do it
because
Right.
this is not. I've never spent more than $50, maybe.
Giving
on a
somebody
thing.
something.
And with this guy, I think I gave him $25 just for like for borrowing me, because that's what he charges. He didn't want anything more because he saw that shit was hilarious.
Right.
He was like, I don't even want your money. I was like, just let me pay you something. And I was like, I want to shoot on your boat, and this is the concert. I was like, okay, well, and then he goes and takes me to all these like beautiful tourist boats. And I was like, no, actually, I want this boat. And I'm pointing on like a shitty fisherman boat with with the net and fish on it. And he was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, let's go.
You know what the funny thing is? Great, because you're an attractive woman, so people will go, okay, I'll do that. I'll do it for you. And you know, if I was out there, they'd be like, yeah, $100 on me, and you're gonna take this shitty ass boat. No, I want the good one.
I want these boats.
So how long have you been doing stand-up comedy for?
Stand-up, I've been doing stand-up for 4 years, I think. Well, I started 5 years ago, but I had some issues. I had to go back to Israel, come back. So I'd say 4 years in a row, and it's been the best. And it's been the best. It's been the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I feel like now with COVID, I definitely got to experience how much, you know, I missed it. But then I was lucky enough to find it in different areas. Like, you can make people laugh not only at the Comedy Store or at the Laugh Factory or at the Improv. Like, you can actually make people laugh in like weird, fucked up situations too. I remember in the beginning of the quarantine, it was all over the news. You know how like in Italy they sang? And there was like different places of the world when they did, like in New York they sang. They ddid. I think it was
the UK.
Singing. Yeah. So in Hollywood, because everybody wants to sing, they just had a DJ. Because I was like, I'll do it.
Right.
There's like, they had one guy, he DJ'd every Friday at like for 30 minutes, and the entire neighborhood was in it. So people were like dancing in their balconies and having such a good time, and everybody was like, so me and my sister Ophir orchestrated a dance off between the roofs. So
Really?
So we went on Instagram, and with Hollywood Quarantine, we challenged the roofs and the balconies to a dance off, and the neighbors would be able to see the two roofs competing. By the way, we won.
You won.
Twice in a row. Of course we did. We brought the toilet paper. We brought the floaties. We were fucking funny, and that's why we won. Because the other dudes, they were choreographed. They was like,
They were like,
they did some Michael Jackson bullshit and all that shit. And me and Ophir was goofy as hell. Like,
Okay, so do your mom and dad, it's getting a little hot in here, right?
Yeah. Take it all off with the ass
girl.
like
So
that,
listen,
girl.
does your mom and dad have a thing with O's? And the name's O's?
Ophir. Oh, yeah. Ophir or... The thing is, I thought, because or in Hebrew is like it's an, how do you say it if the name is for a boy and a girl? It's
unisex.
It's not, it's
Unisex.
unisex. I was like, it's bisexual. So my mom, she just didn't know if I was gonna be a boy or girl. So she was like, let's name it Or, which is weird because I told you Or means light in Hebrew.
Yes.
I thought she named me that because I was the light of
Light
her,
of her
life. No,
No,
she was
she named
just unsure.
Do you have any more? Is it just you and your sister, or do you have other brothers and sisters? Or
It's me, my sister Ophir. We have another sister, Bar Mash. Shout out to Bar. I love you. I miss you in Israel, Tel Aviv. She's an amazing fashion designer all the way from
nice.
Paris. Her last fashion show got sponsored by Vans.
oh wow.
She does amazing things. I have two more brothers. Brother Leroy. He's 3 or 4 years old.
Leroy.
People.
Why did she name him a black name? What was that about?
I often hear that Leroy is like a black name. Leroy in Hebrew means my joy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and he's half Yemenite. I don't know if that's
I'm
black.
just gonna say, listen, when he gets older, he's gonna go for these job interviews. And what's your last name?
Messiah, like the prophet.
Leroy.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, he black. We skipping him."
Leroy, you better become L Boogie or something like that so you can
Right?
get the interview.
Yo, did I tell you what happened one time in my podcast?
No, what
I had
happened?
a guest that was one guest. We shot 2 podcasts at the same night at the Comedy Store. Have you ever been in their podcast room?
Yeah.
The first guest, I had the second guest was a dress up. They dressed up as a clown. They did a gesture for It Clown.
Okay.
The first guest is Kia Stevens from the show Glow on Netflix.
Okay.
She had a clown phobia.
Oh,
What happened is the second guest went and, there's a little window that you can see through the podcast, just waited like that with a fucking balloon. And right as Kia Stevens goes like, we gotta train, you gotta get stronger. And she goes, oh my fucking God. She got up, she left the fucking place.
And
She
that's-
thought we did it on purpose. We didn't do it on purpose.
You never knew that she was
we
at it.
never could have imagined she had a clown
Right,
phobia.
right.
We didn't know it was. This shit was so fucking hilarious. Shout out to Jihan.
What's your favorite comedy place? You think Comedy Store, Laugh Factory?
I love the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
I love the Comedy Store. I love the OR. The most amount of time I spent was at the Belly Room, but the most magical time I've ever had was at the OR.
Right.
I think it was the first time I performed there. I was nervous because it's the Comedy Store OR. I'm from Israel.
Right.
All these says Robin Williams in the back, like
Right.
in neon. Like
Right.
I'm like fuck. But the moment I got on the stage, I don't know what happened, but I felt like there was this energy that came from the stage through me.
Wow.
And it was some kind of in time, like it didn't matter. My jokes didn't matter. What I was saying, everything I wrote didn't matter. Of course I said it, but it didn't matter. It was just like a magical moment. And I think that's where I fell in love with the craft. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, because you're very funny, and in a short amount of time, you've gotten extremely funny. Like I will watch you a lot.
Do you remember our first show I did at the Improv? I think I fucked up.
Tell the story. What happened?
I was hosting. This was I think Q didn't know it. It was like the first time I've ever hosted. I didn't know like what are you supposed to do, and I didn't know you were supposed to like finish your set and then have the people clap to your set and then introduce the next comic.
I remember this now.
So I just finished my joke. And then it was like, all right, guys, are you ready for Ocean? And he just brought him up straight. It was like even 2 minutes before he was supposed to go up. Luckily, he's a pro, so he was able to handle it. And then he came to me, was like, yo, what the fuck was it?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna, say anything
But
on stage.
I
But
didn't.
afterwards. I was like, yo, what the fuck was that?
And I didn't.
Like, my bad. I just, this was just. I'm like, no, it's all good. It's all good.
I didn't know how to tell him. I was like, yo, this is my first time. Don't take Q. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I think because the way you were just like, you didn't finish it and go, you ready for your next comic. It was just like, done joke. Okay, Ocean.
Yeah.
And so
I
I'm
didn't-
kind of like listening, like, okay.
He was probably eating. He was just didn't even finish his food in the green room. He was like, oh, fuck this bitch. Let me get it.
exactly what it was. It was exactly what it was.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
All right. So you become very good at it. What's your end goal, do you think? What do you want to do? Do you want to always do comedy? You want to be an actress? What's your number one thing you think?
The most important thing for me, and I told you, or means light. So my goal is always light people when I perform, either through comedy, through music, through acting, through speaking, through opposed to creating a fucking quarantine dance-off in the middle. Nobody can leave the house.
Right.
Whatever I can do to shine people's day, that's what I want to do. And I feel that all the rest kind of gets to you, because when you focus on if the goal is just that specific, like I need to be on, like it's that specific, it might make things harder for you.
Right.
But if the goal is more like you making it the journey of like, let me try to just do what I can, use the skill that God gave me through me, light other other of God's creations,
Right.
then all the rest will come to you, and maybe things you haven't even dreamed of.
Right.
You know, I didn't mean to make it this like
No,
this
you good. You good. we have
motivational
people
thing.
come on as motivational and all that. Okay, so I've always wanted to know this. Well, you said you have an ex, and so this is like the great time that I can ask you, like, are you single, married? What's going on with you?
Oh my god. I do not like.
Do you have a Valentine's Day person
you know
that
what?
you're gonna?
I don't
be
have
my
a Valentine's
Valentine?
Day. I have the best thing I can have, which is a show in San Diego.
Nice.
Teddy Ray's headlining, featuring comedian Pink Fox, Walter Ford. It's gonna be February 13th, San Diego. It's gonna be dope, and this is my Valentine.
There you go.
It will always be my mistress and my Valentine.
There you go. All right, it's about that time. This is what it is. It's funny stories with
It's about that time for her to leave again.
No. This is your time to shine right here. So what this is called Funny Stories with Ocean. What we do is we bring on great people like yourself. It can be anyone, comedy, with your shoes and everything else. What you do is you tell a funny story that you may or may have not told before, but is new to us. And it's a funny story about anything that's happened in your life. So it's Funny Stories with Ocean featuring Or. It's on you.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I bet nobody ever heard something like this. The story actually began, as you all know, I'm Israeli. And in Israel, it's mandatory to serve 2 years in the army. 2 years for girls, 3 years for boys, unless you want to do any more time, which was not the case for me. And you gotta imagine, first of all, like you know me now. Picture me at 18.
Right.
Now picture me with a Uzi in the Israeli army. Like I wasn't the best soldier. Like from 1 to 10, I was like 420. Like I wasn't like a good. It's really hard being in the Israeli army with like when you're a hippie, you know, you're supposed to be. I'm like, oh, you know, love is all you need, and my commander was like, Al Qaeda is on their way. It's really hard. Like, and all I wanted to do is be a hippie and smoke weed.
Go shoot some people.
And so, it was definitely a journey for me. And I remember the first time I was at the gun range, it was a group of girls. They took us to the gun range for the first time. I've never shot, first of all, the shit's long, okay? And I'm short. The shit's fucking long. Like, every time I walk, the shit would, like, just, like, give me, like a baby chihuahua trying to hop my fucking leg. It's long. Like, but anyway, we got to the range, and we all the girls are on their stomach, right? I don't even know if I can.
Probably can't.
All the girls are on their stomach, right? I'm gonna act this shit out.
Okay, go ahead.
All the girls are on their stomach like this. And I can hear the commander walking behind me. He's like just walking around. I was like, all right, girls. This is your time to shine. When I say fire, 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 you fire that gun. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I'm on my stomach, right? I'm like this, and I'm like waiting, right? And I'm like, oh shit. And so it's a gun range, and so it has those, you have to.
Yeah, but.
So he goes, all right, girls, fire, 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 and all the girls. And I don't know if you know the automatic rifle, when you shoot the caskets, they just got flung.
Yeah.
I didn't know this shit. I'm an 18-year-old hippie, man. I just smoked a bong. This shit. I want to go to like a rap hip hop party, meet some guys, maybe fall in love, have a summer romance.
Yeah, right. Summer romance.
Now in this fucking gun range.
Right.
This is my reality, right? This is what I'm doing. So I didn't know, but the caskets are hot. So I was like, shit. Fuck. The girl just, and I'm like, oh my God, this shit is hot. So I didn't shoot because I was overwhelmed with everything that's happening around me. I'm just like, you just finished high school, bitch. Like you just discovered what a dick is. Now you which, by the way, also this is why they ask like why Israeli girls are so opinionated. This is why. This is why they gave me an Uzi at 18. Luckily, they don't give me an Uzi now because. Bitch, I'll shoot some motherfuckers. At 18, you're still like, you don't have the list yet. I'm joking. Obviously.
Okay. No.
But, okay, so the commando's like, cease fire, and everybody stops, and I can hear his steps behind me. And then he goes, Mashiach, which is my full name is, Mash is short for Mashiach. I was like, yes, sir. He goes like, why is all your bullets in your rifle? And I was like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I think my boyfriend, he didn't answer the phone. I think he dated another girl. I'm 18. I'm still fucked up for the bong I smoked on Thursday. The bitch is shooting so fast. The shit burned my head. I don't know what to do. I think I'm having a breakdown. So I paused for a second. And he goes, you what? You say again? I said, I paused. I'm sorry. I took a breath. I paused. And then he goes, class, you see what just happened right now? If this was a real war situation, or would have had us all killed. This was my 18 going to 19, and sometimes it's funny because in COVID, people, in the beginning, people thought it was like the apocalypse. Everybody bought guns. Yeah. And so my friend Rachel was like, yo, or like we all, like all the friends, like we talked about it. We decided that if we're going to buy a gun, you're going to handle it.
Yeah, when they watch this right here, they're going to be like, bitch, you don't even know how to shoot a gun. You froze.
Bitch, you ain't even shooting back.
You gon' but by the way,
yes,
he's like, all right, or now all the class are gonna stop and look at you. And I think this is why I'm good at stressful situation when everybody's looking at me. It helped me with stand up. Okay. He goes like, everybody's gonna look at Or, and Or's gonna do her shot. And I was with my eyes on the target, and I felt like my eyes like locking in. And I got number 2 second best sniper.
What? In
the whole.
So what did that get you?
Nothing.
It got you a trip to America.
Nothing. It got me absolutely nothing. But being able to say that in my day, I was a number 2.
I was a number 2 with my fresh
sniper. and now just when I want to be really focused, I go on eBay and I look for my Jeremy Scotts, and I was like, is this what I want? That's that one. Keep my eye on the target.
All right, that's funny stories. Well, or tell everybody where they can find you and where they can, what's your Instagram and where they mostly can see you, and they can see Sundays. What's it called? It's called what?
Sundays.
Just called Sundays.
But if you go on the hashtag Ors Sunday, ORSUND, and with 2 S's, whatever, or Sundays, you'll find all my Sundays, or Mash, hashtag Or Mash, you'll find all my Sundays. Or you can just follow me at Or Mashed Potatoes. It's simple as that. It's Or Mashed Potatoes. No ED, just Mash. Or Mashed Potatoes. You can follow me and my sister's quarantine rooftop adventures and how we won and everything at Mash Sisters on Instagram. You'll be proud of us. We won twice, man. We were undefeated champion. They called us through the entire neighborhood.
Yeah, we'll put that up for everybody to see and get that. Krissy Go Bang, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Krissy Go Bang.
Yeah. Tom, where can they find you at?
I got morescoots.com.
I got morescoots.com. So let me tell you, Tom buys up websites, and whenever he thinks about it, he'll buy it. And so if it ever comes around and somebody be like, I want that website, but it's already bought, he'll charge him like $20,000 for them to.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's a great business
That's
he
amazing.
does.
Genius.
How this house got paid for.
His house got paid for. So hey, go make sure you go make sure you go
OrSidePotatoes.com.
Buy that
Make sure you go
immediately.
buy Orside Because Tom will buy it.
shit.
You'll be like,
He already bought it.
He already bought it.
He already bought
He's
it.
already over there.
Oh no! Thank you so much for having
Oh,
me,
come on,
Ocean.
thank
This has
you.
been a blast,
It was a
and
blast, right?
thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
I really had a good time. We
Yeah,
need
it's-
it. We need it.
we
I
need
needed
it.
it. I appreciate it.
Your
I appreciate
episode
you.
will be out very soon, and I'll let you know. I'll cut up some stuff for you to put out on your Instagram and stuff. This has been another exciting episode of Funny Stories with Ocean. You can always find us on YouTube at Ocean Live TV. I want to say this because I'm very proud of this. Our podcast is number 45 on all comedy podcasts in America.
Oh, that's good.
So I just got that information, and we just
Yes.
keep rising and rising with great guests like yourself and Krissy Gobang and Tom, and of course me, the handsome guy that I am. But I just want you guys to continue to keep supporting us. Ocean Live TV on YouTube. You can also listen on Apple Podcasts at Funny Stories with Ocean. And we will see you next time. Peace.